Peter Baker writes in the failing New York Times that, quote, Biden's errors on files, meaning documents, blur Trump's case. Well, that's the way it is. But, you know, there are bigger problems because who's seeing all of his files? Who's seeing all those documents? They're put in a basement, an unlocked basement with no security. So it may be so, what Peter says, but perhaps he means it in a much different way because, as you know, Peter Baker was President Obama's biographer and his biggest fan, the biggest fan. Think of that. And what he had in mind was probably different from what other people were thinking. Politically, it has effectively let former President Donald J. Trump off the hook. The fact that Biden was so egregious, and he might be right about that, Peter. He might be right. They said, let me off the hook. However, he states that Biden has cooperated with authorities while President Trump has not. This is just false. It's exactly the opposite. We were dealing with NARA, adding extra locks at the request of the people that wanted it locked up. We had it locked up, but they wanted extra locks. We added them. We were talking to NARA very nicely as per the Presidential Records Act. That's what it says we have to do. Everything was going fine. We would have worked out a deal, and we were getting along, believe it or not. And then, lo and behold, they raided Mar-a-Lago. They came in and raided it. The same place that they asked us to put an extra lock, they went and raided that. So what's going on in this country is sad. It's very sad, and it has to stop, and it has to stop soon. It was exactly the opposite. We were the ones that were transparent. We were the ones that were dealing with NARA and even the FBI. They should have never been involved. What we did was according to the Presidential Records Act and according to the Sox case, that was a Clinton case, that covers this very accurately. The Sox case was a big victory. But according to that and the Presidential Records Act, we were doing everything perfectly. Biden wasn't. It was just the opposite. We were transparent. He wasn't. Thank you very much.